Hello, hello. Good afternoon, people. Welcome to the Woke Agenda, where we meet every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I am not bothered to figure out the rest of the time zones. Um, also known,
9:30 Eastern.
there you go, 9:30 Eastern. Woo, fantastic. We're woke always.
Mountain.
We're so tired. That's how woke we are. All of us are tired today. I am your I am your host, Super Nikender, and I am your guide to the Disney episode today on the Voices of Atlas. Hope you guys are ready for me to talk about Disneyland nonstop. Laiba, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Laiba Hazara in general, and I'm also mixed and anxious on TikTok. I'm tired.
Victoria.
Hi, I'm Victoria. You can find me on all socials at Victoria Organa, and I am barely woke today.
We're barely woke, but we're still woke. That's the important part.
Still
woke
woke.
agenda.
We're so woke, man.
I am
still somehow
woke enough.
Johnny, why don't you tell everybody how woke you are?
I'm so woke that I pissed off most of the Chad side of TikTok, I guess.
Oh yeah, that was fun for you.
Too woke to quit.
Every 2 to 3 comments I had the word bro in it. If that's any indication.
You gotta hit him with the "I'm not your bro." That's the best.
I saw you did that on the
yeah,
video.
not your guy.
Calling me out.
Yeah. But for everyone at home right now, I am known as the Marvelous Johnny on all my socials, and just on Instagram, it's just Marvelous with an underscore. And for anyone who knows how to spell correctly, it is Marvelous with 2 L's.
Correctly is debatable. Correctly is.
That's correct.
But if you're ever confused about where to find us, you can find all that information in the links below. Also in the description of this episode, which you can find on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. We're getting all our videos on YouTube for all our past broadcasts, so we're catching up. We're very busy people. We're too busy being woke. It's just constantly being woke as fuck. It's just all part of the woke agenda. And on today's woke agenda, we are talking about the most woke thing ever, which is Disney. Disney is a big part of films and pop culture, whether you like it or not. Some people are big Disney fans, like all of us. I don't know. Johnny, are you a big Disney fan?
Dude, they own half my soul.
Well, that's like prior, right? Like, were you about Disney before the acquisition of Marvel?
And Star Wars, yes. This was my first film in theaters.
Okay. Well, there you go.
For everyone at home, Monster Inc. was the first film I ever saw in theaters, and it had a big impact on my life.
Funny enough, that was the first movie I cried at, and I think I was like 9. And I was like, I didn't know a movie could make me feel things. I was such a young lad. I was like, why am I crying?
Babe.
You were just a little lad.
Yeah, I didn't know what feelings were. I was like, why is this so sad?
Screamed, scaring that fake doll, I actually cried as well, just out of fear. I'm like, I like Sully. Why are you scary?
Yeah,
it was a bad jump scare.
But yeah, like Disney's a big part of a lot of our lives, a lot of pop culture, and Encanto comes out soon, so we thought we would have a little time before that to talk about what we love about Disney. I live in Los Angeles, California, so I owned a Disney pass for like 4 or 5 years.
Like every weekend, you just go to Disneyland.
I would never go the week. See, that's the thing. Okay, when you have a Disney pass, you go weekdays, right? Like if you go weekdays, like at 9 a.m, no one's there. You have the best time of your life. There's no lines. You get to eat whatever you want. No snot-nosed kids. It was fantastic. And
not during the summer.
Even then, the summer was like weekdays were the best days to go. And my fiance and I, we would have Wednesdays off together, so we would go constantly.
Love it.
And I lived about 45 minutes away, so it was never too bad. Yeah, too much Disney knowledge on my end. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, we also which one was it? Johnny, you and I, we watched Last Night in Soho the other week, right?
Yeah, we did.
Did you like it?
I quite enjoyed it. Like up to like the last act, even then, like it kind of pulled me out of it, but I still enjoyed my time there for sure.
Victoria, you read the spoilers. How did you how did you perceive it from the spoilers?
I'm trying to
It
avoid
seemed
spoiling
like
for
a
Laiba.
cool concept, but as Johnny mentioned, the last act, the last twist seemed a little
Hmm.
weird and took a little bit away from the message, but it seemed like a fun watch.
Yeah, it was good. Edgar Wright does a lot of style in that movie, and I think
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot of fun. Library, are you gonna see it?
I am planning to see it.
No,
Do
it's
it.
I want to see it so
it's-
bad.
really it's got strong like Baby Driver vibes because the music.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
what I think that movie does really well is that like there's no horror music in it. It's just like all 60s music, and somehow I don't know how Edgar Wright does it. He just makes it scary.
Mhm.
It's very interesting, and it was
The
like
man
I'll have
has a
to
talent.
listen to it.
yeah, it's
That's what I should do.
it's very just listen to the playlist for that whole movie. It's like really good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's
Y'all need to go watch Last Night in Soho. Go support that film. All the acting in it is also brilliant. Holy crap.
Mhm.
I loved it.
and I don't do scary movies, so let that sink in.
It
For-
seemed more psychological
Yeah,
from
it's
the
like
spoilers.
It's,
It's like
definitely more
a-
psychological.
psychological thriller. So anyway, yeah, that's our little mini review of that movie. Just thought we'd throw that in. Not a lot has happened this week. We're all just kind of getting
I mean,
through.
I saw Eternals last night, so I don't know.
Johnny!
Johnny, you can't tell the people that. That's messed up.
Technically comes out today,
Yeah.
but we are here today.
By the
So
time
I'm also watching
tomorrow.
tonight.
and if you're listening to this on Monday or the prior week, we've all already seen it. I think well, my tickets are for Friday evening.
Friday's leading into Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, we're all cursed till the weekend. So
I know. I have to like be off TikTok. I almost saw so many spoilers. I was like,
oh yeah, people are rude.
Yeah, I saw. I think it's a mutual of mine, but I was just like kind of disappointed in their TikTok
Oh,
because they're just like, "Oh, you want to avoid spoilers? Yes. Oh, so you have to like stay off TikTok?" And they're like, "No." It's just like,
Oh, I saw that.
or
You
put
just don't say shit.
reasonable spoiler warnings,
Also
and
that.
you don't show spoilers within like the first few seconds,
Mhm.
and that is like that's just common courtesy.
Right.
Like if you're on TikTok,
I had learned that
takes 2 seconds.
you can actually like do mutuals only on your comments. I didn't know that.
I can?
But
that-
it does it for all of your videos though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're in that like between now and like Saturday, right? I mean, that seems like a good
Mhm.
call, especially when you want to make like
Yeah.
Eternals
So
content.
nobody spoils you
Yeah.
in your own comments because that's how I mainly get spoiled.
Oh.
People just comment stuff. I'm like, well, I guess that is what it is. Or I just don't look at my comments closely. I'll just
Mhm.
like change my notifications to likes only. And
The notifications have been messed up for me. Sometimes it'll say someone commented and then I won't see it, or like all of the likes won't load. It's content creator stuff. That's not fun for
TikTok,
people.
fix your app.
TikTok, fix your app. Clock app, fix your app. Be more woke.
Yeah.
Okay.
join the woke agenda.
Yeah, join the woke agenda. We should do that. That should be our little pin. The woke agenda.
Woke
oh my
agenda.
god, no, we should have a planner.
And it says woke.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. A planner.
go.
Woke agenda.
Woke agenda.
There we go.
I love it.
Merch
But
ideas.
on the original purpose of our woke agenda, let's talk about Disney. And I want to start off the topic of Disney. This is probably a really difficult question to ask, but like, what was your first interaction with Disney? Does anyone like remember? Because it's such a big part of a lot of people's childhoods, so it's like probably hard to answer. But like, what was like the first initial thought I guess you had with Disney? Do you have a memory?
I evidently do.
Okay, Johnny, why don't you go first?
Yeah. Okay. So growing up in Canada, I'm born in '98 here. My grandma had a VHS player, and I had the first original copy of Snow White on it. I wish I still had it because apparently it's probably worth something these days with the original container.
Mm-hmm.
But I would put that movie on repeat for days.
Yeah.
And then at my babysitter's house, nonstop Mulan.
Oh,
Because you felt that representation as a kid. And
Yeah.
That was excellent.
yeah.
So yeah.
That soundtrack slaps. Mulan slaps.
Mulan slaps. Oh,
Mulan
also Tarzan.
slaps.
Tarzan was also another big
Oh,
part.
Oh,
That-
he did not even go
Tarzan
that hard,
soundtrack
but he
slaps.
Yeah, he did, man.
My
Like,
favorite soundtrack is the
Is
Tarzan
it Phil
soundtrack.
Collins?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He went so hard.
Every time, man. He wrote his whole name all over that movie.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, this is gonna be my legacy.
Yeah. Mulan and
was.
Tarzan soundtracks. for
Really
days.
good, yeah. Yeah. Victoria, what about you?
Yeah, I don't have a specific memory, but definitely the Disney princesses were ever present in my young childhood.
Mhm.
I'll get into my favorite princess probably later,
Mhm.
but that was around. I know when Halloween I dressed as like wedding Cinderella. I did like the Christmas Belle look one year because it's Halloween in Canada. It's
Mhm.
cold.
Right.
And then I guess like technically now Star Wars included, but
Right.
VHS of the episode 4, 5, and 6
Yeah.
was also on repeat. So
Did you guys ever think we would get to that part where like just Disney was gonna buy everything? Like that when it started happening, I didn't accept it for like the longest time.
Funny enough, when I first heard that Disney bought Marvel, I was actually in California near Disneyland when I heard about it. And I was a sarcastic little kid going like, oh great, now Spider-Man's gonna become best friends with Venom and they're gonna try to make up rather than fight. This is gonna be
Did you like
stupid.
fall to your knees and you're like, no?
No, I didn't
He
go
dramatically
no. I
looks
just
at the
I
castle.
was just that edgy kid going like, this is stupid. Disney shouldn't own Marvel and look at where I am now.
No, I don't.
see, I didn't even notice that they bought them. I was just like, oh yeah, I guess that
My
makes
mom
sense that they
told
do
me.
that.
It was such a weird. Laiba, what about you? What's your first like Disney memory you can pull out of your brain?
As I'm chewing Bobo. Well, I think Disney movies have been a part because I have an older brother. He's like 5 years older than me.
Mhm.
He was born in 1995.
Mhm.
So by the time I was born, they had VHSs of almost every Disney movie, but the one that I vividly remember is The Lion King
Oh yeah.
because
Mm.
I had a crush on Simba, but it's okay. We're not going to talk about that.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
not gonna
okay.
laugh.
Everyone did.
What about what?
I was more of a Pumbaa guy.
What in Lion King 2?
Kovu. Kovu.
Oh my
Kovu.
god. Sorry.
Everyone
Yeah.
had a crush on Kovu.
Everyone had a
It's
I know
okay,
many
guys.
people
This is
with
a
crushes
judgment-free
on
zone.
Kovu.
We're woke enough to accept this. It's okay. It's part of the woke
I
agenda.
thought this was gonna be a wholesome episode,
can
but
get
then
it.
Kovu.
when are we wholesome?
We're pretty wholesome sometimes. Oh, we're explicit. We're explicit on Spotify and what is it?
I know.
Apple Podcasts because we
Yeah.
Of course
definitely
we are.
we definitely curse. We're talking about a children's brand, but we're cool
I'm
with
trying
it.
to avoid swearing as much in this episode.
Nah, dude, just go balls to the walls. Kovu, man. That's all
I
you need.
mean, God, I might watch that movie again tonight, but
Ooh.
It's like a Pedro Pascal situation.
Oh man.
oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
for me, we used to go to Disneyland like once a year every time we had like relatives over. But like the one memory
Oh
that
wait, you lived there.
yeah, so
I
yeah,
was just like, oh, that's some rich people.
yeah, no, I didn't fly. It was again, I lived like 45 minutes away from Disneyland, so the cost of going was like significantly less. But the biggest memory I have was that I would wake up at like I've always woken up early, like ever since I was a kid. So I would wake up at like 6:30, like or like 6, and I would watch these how to draw like Mickey Mouse cartoons. They would be like from the Disney Vault and stuff. And I would like sit there with paper and like a pencil and like try to draw Mickey Mouse
Mickey Mouse.
or like Goofy or like Donald, whatever they had at the time. And I was like, I'm gonna do this. Which is funny because it's like now, like I obviously used to read like a lot of comic books, and it's like I would like try to trace like the comic books like on my paper to learn how to draw. So weirdly enough, both of those things have led to my like art, like me being an artist, which I think is weird and funny. Even though Walt Disney and Stan Lee have their own set of issues.
Involving artists,
Yeah. Well, when you grow up and you find out that Walt Disney like abused his animators, that's not a really.
Then was a Nazi.
Let's change the whole episode now. That's like it's
Still
not
woke, don't worry.
Yeah, we're woke. We can look. No, we can't. We can't look past being a Nazi. That's not something. We're not woke enough for that. Sorry, people. But yeah, that's like that's the most outlying memory for me. It's not like one moment, but I used to do that like a lot. I'd wake up like really early and just like watch these videos and like just drawing, like watching TV. I remember there was only like one lamp in the living room, and I was like, I can't see anything, but I'm trying to like just do the best that I can to follow what's going on the TV.
You know what? Before we move on, that reminds me of the time that I became, as a conscious human, like you start remembering your own memories. Yeah. I was actually at Disney World. I realized this now. I was just like, oh yeah, I was like 4. Like the year 2000, we went on a trip to Disney World, and it was like my first time, and it's just like, oh,
I exist.
Memories clicked on, and I remember that trip, and I was just like, huh. But
isn't that funny?
I wasn't one of those every year, but again, it's in Canada, so.
Yeah.
I mean, the rich
kids
like
kids
did, but
how apparent is like Disney in Canada? Like, is it as big?
What?
I don't like. How big is it? Like, do they advertise it as much as they do here? I guess you
get
know.
special promotions for if you're from Canada, if you go under the deals and discounts.
Growing up around our age in Canada though, like Disney was like the family channel for us though.
Yeah, we had Family Channel.
Mm-hmm. And it played all the Disney shows, but like it was still very much one of those like quintessential family trips if you got to go to Disney World on the East Coast.
Right.
Disneyland if you're on the
West Coast. Right, but the kids that would go every year. Y'all were rich. I would just say. We did flying vacations every other year,
Right, yeah. When we stopped going, I was like, I think I was like 12 when we stopped going, like every year. But again, we only ever went when like relatives from the Philippines would come over. Because I was like, that was like the thing to do. We would make our little tour of like theme parks. We'd go to Universal and then we go to like Disney. Because we always got to pull it on a show for relatives that show up, But then we stopped going because like they would still visit, but then like Disneyland just got like way too expensive. And then I didn't go again until like college when I was like living rent free with my parents, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can definitely spare $100 every month just to go to a place for about 4 hours a night. Yeah. So that's Disneyland, everybody.
How much is the annual pass
now?
Yeah, they just changed it.
It's like $1,500, and that's not including parking. It's
because they're magic keys now.
Yeah, they're
and
magic
they have different
keys.
Tiers, and they have different things, and they made it more expensive, and they like took away benefits. I'm like,
they pretty much.
If I move to California, but
they doubled the price and then took away like half the benefits. Pretty much that's how I can explain it.
And like more blackout dates, no parking, whatever.
Not the business. We were gonna go to downtown.
Bob Chapek.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Anyway.
Fuck that guy.
Sponsor us.
I miss Bob Iger.
Don't say you miss Bob Iger. Don't say you miss that guy.
He did
I
fine.
hate that guy. Anyway.
He
did all right.
Better than Chapek.
He's done better so far. I mean, Iger's the reason why Kevin Feige has as much control over the MCU now than he did back when they first acquired them.
Well, we're getting way too real, so I'm gonna pull it back, and we're gonna ask now. What is everyone's favorite Disney movie? It could be either like a feature film, Disney Channel original movie, or any association. It could be like Pixar, whatever you want. Does anyone want to take the reins on this one?
This is not a fair question.
What do you mean it's not a fair question?
There's so many.
Yeah, that's the point.
Let's have categories.
What's your
Fine. Favorite Disney
fine.
movie? What's your favorite Disney Channel original movie? And what is your favorite Pixar movie?
If I like, I guess channel original movie, I'll give it to Sky High or High School Musical 2.
I don't think Sky High was a
High School
Disney.
Musical 2 is so good.
Yeah, I don't think Sky High was a Disney Channel original movie. I think that was a
I
full
don't think it ever
theatrical.
came out in theaters.
I think it did. I think it was a theatrical release. It was a theatrical release.
I've never seen it because it wasn't on the channels.
Yeah, but it's for Disney Channel original movie. I like Minutemen. Minutemen was my favorite, just because. Yeah, because I like time travel. That's like my favorite thing. And
it was in theaters. My bad.
Yeah. Time travel is my favorite thing. So like when I saw that, I was like, oh, I love that. And then Jason Dolly's in it. This is like after watching like Good Luck Charlie. Who else was in it? Oh, the guy from Sky High. He was also in it. He was like the biker bad boy.
Oh God.
You know what? I was gonna for me. I think it was. I'm fairly certain it was a theatrical release, but it was still Disney Channel-esque as the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh yeah.
Chef's Kiss, perfection.
Ooh, actually,
great movie. I love it to pieces. I went on a family trip to Rome in like 2014. I didn't know anything about Rome other than what was in the Lizzie McGuire movie, and that was enough.
Yeah, it's fun. My fiance will bring that one up like every once in a while. Say it's a great movie.
The soundtrack, Hillary Duff, love her to pieces.
What about you, Laiba? What's your favorite theatrical and Disney Channel original?
Theatrical, I'm gonna say either the Hannah Montana movie or High School Musical 3.
Okay.
But not released in theaters. I'm gonna say Camp Rock.
Oh my god.
Oh,
oh my god.
That's a classic.
I love Camp Rock.
Camp Rock.
Have you seen those TikToks of the people that like they'll show the scene from like Camp Rock or like High School Musical and then they'll just like reenact it like in the house. I love those because they're so ridiculous. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I never said one that was non-theatrical. I mean, obviously, like High School Musical 2, and like is my favorite High School Musical movie.
Same.
But Camp Rock is also like so
Right?
good.
Yeah.
So
If I may
good.
also throw this one out there, the Wizards of Waverly Place movie.
Oh yeah,
That
that
was a
was.
thing.
Yeah.
Was that theatrical? No, that was.
No,
Disney.
that was
It
on
wasn't,
a Disney Channel original. Yeah.
Did you guys ever
That one was
watch?
pretty good.
What is it? My Babysitter's a Vampire. Was that like a thing?
Yes.
Okay, whoa, chill out.
It was weird.
I feel like that was like that was like teenage boys' Twilight, you know? Because like I was in love with that show
God.
for like a
The
long
movie
time.
was so good.
I missed out on that.
It was like toward the tail end of like me being interested in like Disney Channel at that point.
Okay.
But it wasn't really Disney Channel, right? It was like
Oh,
Cartoon
you know what?
Network.
Yeah, it was like
It was like Cartoon Network, I think.
like a weird mix.
because it was a Canadian show, and then it was
Yeah.
picked up
Yeah.
by Disney. It was one of
Yeah.
those weird properties that wasn't like fully Disney, but it only aired
Okay.
on Disney.
So I guess we got it on Teletoon or YTV that made us think it
It was
wasn't Disney,
I think it
There we go.
Teletoon, yeah.
which is our version of Cartoon Network here in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, it aired in 2011.
Dang,
It's
Wow,
such
it's
a
like not
show.
that
Right.
far.
I don't think I said my theatrical release. I think it's okay. It's not like because I love this movie, but it's like the most memorable one for me. It's because my grandpa took me to go see it. Is Atlantis, back when it was in theaters.
Oh, that's such
It's
a good
very
movie.
underrated.
Yeah,
I've
Atlantis.
not seen it.
You've never seen Atlantis?
The first time Nick's ever given that kind of response to Laiba is usually me.
I try to be reserved when people tell me they haven't seen things or like I haven't done anything.
I rewatched it recently, like
Mhm.
within the last year or two, and it holds.
It does.
up.
No, yeah, the animation's really beautiful in that still.
But
There's
like,
a guy on TikTok who like pretends to be Milo and like he looks like Milo.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say like the movie you could describe it as like if you're bisexual you will love everyone in this movie.
If you're not bisexual, you will be at
You
the end
will
of this movie.
you will also love everyone in this movie.
Yeah.
That movie
It's-
will force the woke agenda on you.
Oh yeah, that's woke agenda 101. It's like the
There
first
you go.
on the
Watch
movie
Atlantis.
list. Lava, you have to see it. I think it's on Netflix. It should be on Disney Plus, But
I'll watch it.
you have to see it. It's so good. That and Treasure Planet. Those are
both
Never seen
Atlantises
it.
are on Disney Plus in Canada. So
the second one was a Disney Channel original movie, I think, or like a straight to VGS VG.
VGA.
VCA.
What one?
Yeah, VHS
I was
thing.
about to say VG, like that's the hospital nearby.
I was gonna say VGHS, which was like a web series that was on YouTube like 5 years ago.
It stands for Vancouver General Hospital.
Canadian things.
Thing.
Okay, so this wasn't on the outline, but like any like shows that stick out to you, because mine is Phil the Future. I love Phil the Future.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls is good, yeah. Any
Steve
TV
McGuire
shows?
and Hannah Montana.
Just Hannah Montana?
Lizzie McGuire and
Oh, Lizzie McGuire and Hannah Montana. Yeah.
I had
Life of
Hannah
Zack and
Montana
Cody.
bed sheets, and I did the Hannah Montana as the
Oh,
Halloween
I
costume.
still have my Hannah Montana blanket,
No,
like my duvet cover.
Mhm.
Ooh, we probably
Um,
had the same one.
Is it the purple one with like the
With the
circles on it?
spots. Yes.
Yep.
I've never seen that as a kid in Walmart.
I have it. I'm gonna say Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody,
Mm-hmm.
That's So Raven,
Good luck, Charlie.
That was like the golden age of like Disney Channel
Cory
original
in the
House.
series. Yeah.
Bar in the house.
Cory in the House is
Uh,
legendary for being just the craziest meme online.
The meme.
It's the best.
I forgot
Yeah,
Corey's
I-
friend though,
Jonas.
but I had a crush on her.
Oh yeah. There's like I also watched like The Sunny with the Chance and
oh
some of
yeah,
the other ones, but I could never do that. So Raven,
Mhm.
mainly because I can't stand media where people will knowingly put themselves in a situation where things will go wrong, and that's like the premise of the show.
Right, yeah.
And I'm just like,
Where the
sees
plot-
future,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
something crazy and bad is gonna happen, and like
Lie about you.
by now she
Sorry.
should know if she intervenes that thing is gonna happen, but she never learns.
Guys, we're not woke enough. We totally forgot the Asian stan American
American
Dragon
Dragon.
Jake Long.
Oh, Jake Long.
I would forget that.
I was gonna say Wizards of Waverly Place, which is pretty Latino.
We've literally talked about American Dragon Jake Long, and we just totally missed it.
American Dragon.
That is such a good Dante Bosco. Come on our show, please.
Fucking what's it called? With the Perry the Platypus. That one.
Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yes,
Phineas and
that was
Ferb,
my
yes.
childhood.
Mhm, yeah.
Dan Povenmire.
Mm.
Come on the show.
Oh yeah, you're on TikTok, bro. Come on.
Doofenshmirtz, please. You know what? We'll turn this
Please.
into a TikTok later. We'll clip it.
Yeah.
Because I always thought Isabella was Asian.
Oh,
She is,
yeah.
right?
Dude.
I
No,
don't
wait,
know.
she's like
She's
Latina.
Latina.
I thought she was
Yeah.
Latina. I don't know.
She's
She's
Latina.
Latina.
Her-
But
her
I
family's
counted her as
definitely Latino.
Asian
One of
because
Yeah, me too.
Baljeet,
One of the things
who's
like
kind of a stereotype.
that was like the show again that was like the tail end of like me being interested in Disney Channel, but also
Mhm.
like I think at that time I'd either moved out or like I had a TV in my room and I just didn't have cable in it, so I would just like watch Netflix or whatever.
Mhm.
So I would just like never watch it. I'd only catch it occasionally, like when it was on TV and I was in the living room.
yeah, I didn't watch it like religiously, but like
Mhm.
also in university, that and SpongeBob. I know that's not Disney, but for some reason that's something university kids watch
Mm.
all the time, or at least the friends I did. Like they just play it.
Just
like-
watch SpongeBob.
Am I allowed to say Star Wars Rebels, by the way? Because that
Yeah,
was definitely
yeah.
a Disney XD thing.
What is
I mean,
what
that
is
counts.
what is playing now? Does anyone know what's like playing on Disney Channel now?
No,
No.
absolutely no idea.
I don't know.
I have no clue.
The last thing that I watched was like Mighty Meds, which theoretically
Yeah, that
is
was
like
actually pretty good.
it was like a cool concept for people who like superheroes, but like I
And I
only
guess
watched like
Lab Rats.
oh yeah.
Those were I think, on,
Mateus
like,
was on
Disney
TikTok
XD.
too.
Wait, what was it?
From Lab Rats.
Oh yeah. And then
And then they merged Mighty Med and Lab Rats at some point.
is that what
I've
happened?
never seen any of these. I didn't even watch like Good Luck Charlie. I was like off of it when
Hold
I
on.
was there.
There's
I do
one,
like Good Luck
and it
Charlie.
has. Oh my god, I'm blanking. It has Mitchell Musso, and it's about two twins.
Kings.
Pair Kings.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Pair Kings.
There's
That-
that
so
one,
good.
too.
That's where I like drew the line of like they're literally doing whatever the hell they want in the studio. They're like, they literally don't need any reason to do anything to make a Disney show. Pair of Kings was the perfect example of just like, we're just gonna do it just because we can.
It's like, let's have a white guy and a black dude be brothers, and then we'll bring in a ginger later and say they're triplets.
But then lose one of them, right? Like one of them
because
left.
Mitchell Musso had a DUI.
Yeah. God, Disney, you're so.
Also, Nick, can I just share a bit of disappointment in you for one quick thing? That
Sure. What is
didn't
it?
Say
What?
DuckTales.
You know what though? I don't like DuckTales.
Really?
No, that's my hot take for
Okay,
Disney.
then.
I'm sorry. That's,
I've never watched
Is that
it.
your no you watch November?
Yeah, it's my new. I don't like DuckTales. Now I'm gonna explain why. Brendan Urie did do a cover of the DuckTales song though. That was pretty lit.
It was for the new one, I think.
I do love
Yeah,
the new
yeah.
one
I
that has
think
David Tennant in it as well.
Yeah, he did it for.
He's in it?
David Tennant.
voices,
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck.
Guess I gotta watch DuckTales.
Yeah.
Just for the 10th Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Purple Man.
Somebody when we walked out of Last Night in Soho, I was like, I love David Tennant because he's in it.
You mean
And
Matt Smith.
Sorry, Matt Smith. And Angelica's like, does he talk like that all the time? I was like, yeah, that's literally him the whole time. The entire time he's the doctor, he literally just like elongates his words for no reason. That's just how he speaks.
I like him as a doctor. It's pretty fun.
No, your favorite doctor is Peter Capaldi. Apparently.
Yeah, weirdo.
Old
You
Wiggly
mean the
Man.
Hot
thinker?
take.
Not a hot.
Maybe Johnny's more woke than all of us, though. Maybe
He's
that's why.
probably the wokest.
Probably.
No.
Probably.
You know what's a not woke movie? That's one of my favorite Disney movies. Is The Little Mermaid. That was my favorite. That was my shit growing. I mean, also like Finding Nemo. Anything with water in it.
Spit.
I loved it. Lilo and Stitch, Moana, everything. But that Little Mermaid, not a great premise. 14-year-olds shouldn't just leave their families and get married to a boy they met once.
Exactly.
But I love it.
Right.
I still love it. And the music slaps too.
Right.
I was gonna say Under the Sea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Part of
alone.
Your World. Oh my god. Sometimes like with car karaoke,
Mhm.
I'm listening to Part of Your World, I'm singing along. And that's one of those songs that like gets me tears welling in my eyes when I'm singing it. I mean, also same with the whole Moana soundtrack, but still.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I completely forgot about actually for Disney shows? The Lilo and Stitch show that they had.
Oh, yeah,
All
that's
the other
pretty lit.
experiments. That was
That was
amazing.
lit.
I love that.
They did a
out of it.
crossover with Kim Possible.
And
Yes.
and Recess. Recess was
No,
also
yeah.
in there. Yeah.
Yes, and was it when I went to Hong Kong? Apparently, there was a sequel to the show only in Asia where Stitch leaves Lilo because she got older, and then he ends up in Japan and he's meeting all these other Japanese mythological creatures, and he finds them to become his Ohana,
Yeah.
and it's really interesting.
I don't like that progression for Stitch though, because he just like ditched
Yeah, why
Lilo.
did he leave Lilo?
I don't know.
She
Plot
ended up having a
progression.
daughter and everything.
I don't know. It was.
So he can't stay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, she didn't have time for Stitch, and Stitch,
It's
He
but
said,
Lilo.
Stitch,
Lilo.
let's go.
Lilo would have made time for Stitch. Okay. Like.
I mean, when you have a kid, it is hard. I get it. It's just they had to find some reason for him to go. Jumba and Pleakley are in it though.
Wild.
I
Wild.
love them.
Anime is wild.
Honestly, like Pleakley is like, an icon, like a
For the
gender fluid
Oh
icon.
yeah,
was
that's
gonna
kind of
say,
wild now.
the
Now
woke
you think
agenda.
about it, the woke agenda.
So woke. So woke.
All right, but let's move on. We've said a lot of things in the last like 10 minutes. But out of all the things we've said, all the properties we watched, what was a Disney property that was the most emotional for you? Something that made you like angry, sad? Because like Disney deals with a lot of like, discoverability about yourself, makes you feel a lot of things. It's a family oriented company. What's like a moment you remember like feeling something, angry, sad?
Gravity
one.
Falls this finale.
Gravity Falls finale was pretty good. I
It
liked
was
it.
good, but it hurt to say goodbye because I
Yeah.
really needed another season.
Hmm
I needed more.
I try to stay
And I
away.
guess my continuation's now in Rick and Morty, but
Right. I try to stay away from that feeling of like I want more, because sometimes I feel like once you get more, you realize you didn't want it, and I don't want that.
It's like
feeling.
Avatar. I was just like,
Yeah.
you know what? It ended on the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Good.
I
I'm
like
glad.
Legend
I mean,
of
like,
Korra.
but it wasn't like an immediate
Sure.
like continuation. Like, if I imagine they had another season like right after those events, it wouldn't have worked. that was at least
because
a
the
little
main
bit later,
plot
but-
of defeating the Fire Lord was already complete, and if you did anything after that, it's like, well, this feels tacked on, which is great because now they have the comic books, which is a lot of which you can read, and those are really great. You can tackle the subplot of like where Zuko's mother is, but we're not talking about Nickelodeon. That's a different that's a time for another day.
But my most emotional stuff is anything with hashtag Dead Dad Club. Dead Parents will make me cry, and it's always a really good cry, or even like I guess Moana was the dead grandmother and stuff. I cried at that.
I was gonna say, is
Finding
that why you like
Dory.
Raya?
Oh my god, yeah. Raya and the Last Dragon cried my heart out. Finding Dory cried my heart out.
Oh yeah.
Even also Finding Nemo, when Nemo's mom died, also cried my heart out. Anything with dead parents, where it's a comforting kind of cry though. It's not like a this is a traumatic cry, but it's like
I understand this feeling. Yeah, like, you understand why you feel this way,
and it's like a healthy way to feel those emotions again.
What about you, Laiba? Any moments that stick out to you emotionally?
I think recently, like me now, I'm gonna say Soul or Coco.
Oh, okay.
Coco also made me
Soul just put me in like an existential crisis.
Oh
yeah. For like 10 minutes, and I'm like,
how many of us related to 22? And be honest.
Yeah. I was feeling.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh,
it's
man.
okay. I don't care about spoilers, but
okay. Well, that movie's
I know it's gonna be one of those movies that hits me.
Yeah, I know. We can describe it to you, but like to feel that movie is wild. Like to feel that movie is like insane. Like it's not.
I need to be in a certain headspace probably to watch.
Yeah.
Probably a No Bones Day.
Probably a No Bones Day. Yeah. Today is a Bones Day though. That is a wild. What did you like about Soul the most though? Like, was it?
I don't know. I love the storytelling of it all, and like, I don't know, because it's not like your typical like Pixar movie. Like, because I know like each Pixar movie has like a certain color palette and has a certain theme, right? Like with Coco, it was like bright colors, but with this one, it was very like muted blues and stuff. And just for some reason, it like made me cry because like I got so attached to the character, and every time he made a dumb decision, I'm like, you idiot.
Yeah. He it's a very like real movie, like with real world implications, and it's like, oh, this is like way too deep for me.
Right? I was like, what kind of child will watch this? I will like tell my older cousin, be like, don't make your kids watch this.
It's one of those movies that makes you question your existence. It's like, what?
It really does.
What are we doing here? Actually, like what are we doing?
Circles, and then you start
I feel
thinking
like
about
Pixar would consider that a success because they really like to tug on those heartstrings.
Yeah.
Especially fucking like Up too.
Oh man.
That beginning.
And, what's the one with the emotions and stuff with?
Inside
Out. That
got me too.
Yeah, that's a wild
the
time.
concept of having to experience your sadness.
Yeah. Oh, and what's his name? The imaginary friend. When
Bing Bong.
Oh, Bing Bong, man. Dang. All right, Johnny. What about you? What's your moment you cried?
I'm actually gonna throw it to Disney Plus on this one because with Disney Plus they now have a bunch of original stuff, and they put out Doug Days.
Oh yeah.
I don't watch Doug Days.
You need to watch Doug Days if you like Up. But there's this one moment where Doug just goes up to the old man, I forget his name, but he goes like, "Papa, am I a good dog?" Yeah, I'm just like, shit. I miss my dog.
Oh no.
God. It's like not fair, Pixar. This is a low blow, but freaky.
Pixar does like amazing work for like the emotional soul.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Also us again. That animated short was amazing.
Yeah,
that one was really good. Onward too.
Oh
that
man.
Also hashtag Dead Dad on there. Cried a whole bunch in there.
Let me tell you, for me, it is Onward. But it's unique because when I first watched it, my father was alive, and then the second time I watched it, it just like hit way too hard. And I was like, this movie is like something else for me now. And it's specific, like I relate to it specifically because it's just me and my brother now, right? Like it's like we still have our mom.
I was
but
gonna
like,
ask if you have
yeah,
a
no,
sibling
we have
because it hit me harder too because like I have a brother and like
like
are you the eldest or the youngest, Nick?
I'm the oldest. So Barley, bro, I see myself in Barley way too much because like I will become hyperfixated on like things that will distract me from like real life things because I feel like they have value and stuff, and I'll try to share that with my brother. And I do remember the moments where like we were starting to drift apart and like he wasn't like connecting with the things that I liked anymore, and it was like ah man. And the moment they had that thing on the highway where like they had to like continue telling the truth in order to keep the spell going. And he had to lie and say like, no, like Barley's not a mess up. And then like the spell started to like fall apart. I was dying. I was dead in the theater. I couldn't handle myself. And then moving forward, like watching it again, like when I was at home and having that final scene where like Barley got to say goodbye to his dad and we don't even get that moment. Oh my God, man. Cause like, I'm going to get like emotional here. When my dad passed, it was so, when my dad passed, like we were told he was gonna leave that day, and then like we all went to go say goodbye, and I was the last person to say goodbye before he went to Code Red, and it's like he waited, you know, like he waited for all of us to go. So, and it's like I was the only one in the room, so it's like it was like that moment re-existed again. When I watched that movie, it's a good cry, right? Like it's a happy moment. So like that movie resonates with me on like a different level because I experienced it in like two different ways. You know, I experienced it as someone who is like, I don't know what loss is, and then I experienced it again. It's like this is this is like a real thing for people.
And you gotta have that final goodbye too. Yeah, when my dad passed, like he was at home and stuff and he was on like, you know, palliative care. But I was like 7 and I somehow knew it was his first night back. I could not sleep that night. I kept on coming down, like brought him across, whatever. And I basically got to say goodbye and he passed at like 6 a.m. next morning.
Yeah.
And I was like the only one who actually got to like have a proper goodbye. I'm like, how did I know? So when they have the scene of like actually getting to say goodbye, I'm just like,
oh man,
it's real hard.
Y'all are getting me.
But like, I don't. How did I know? Like, especially to like you were saying, like, how did he know to wait?
How did you know to wait?
Everyone said goodbye. Like, how did I know that he was gonna go that night? You don't, but you do.
You just do.
Ghosts are real.
World works in funny ways. That's like the magic about like Disney and Pixar. Like they capture those moments really well. But like for someone like for everybody to enjoy, right? And like me and Victoria can relate to it, even though we know it's a sad moment. It's still like a moment that's happy.
A special moment, yeah.
Like even though it's not like the same experience, it's something you guys can share.
Yeah. But then we can share it with other people because they take you on this journey, this like, you know, this story that makes you feel for the characters. And I really like Onward's aesthetics. I like their storytelling and like the characters are all great.
You do love D&D.
I do love D&D, and that's man, that's what made that movie so cool, man. I was like, there's so many things in this movie that just like scream everything that I love. The other movie is Coco because my dad is Latino, so there's a lot of like, you know, Hispanic heritage in that movie. And like again, I had the same thing where I experienced it like with my dad alive, and then I experienced it with my dad gone, and then that movie is a lot about like moving on with loss, right? And it's like this is like a different feeling. It's like substantial. So I actually had to wait like 6 or 7 months before I could rewatch Onward and Coco because I was like, I can't handle this. And when I finally rewatched both of them, I was like, okay, I'm happy that I can watch these again.
Yeah.
If I watched it, I'll go ahead.
I was gonna say I love with Coco. It really gives you that feeling at the end of like you're really celebrating the people that
moved on,
aren't around anymore, and it's I don't know, it's a weird, comforting feeling.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Dead Dad's Club.
Dead Dad Club.
Dead Dad's Club. Oh man.
Mm.
Any other? Sorry to be a downer.
I mean, that's kind of the point of this stuff, right? It's to let our emotions out.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Part of our experiences. But let's keep up with our good energy, right? It is a Bones Day, and we still got our woke agenda to keep up with. So we have our favorite Disney movies, but who's our favorite Disney character? Like who is
Mr. Mosby. I wasn't joking when I said that originally. I love Mr. Mosby so much.
Right? Yeah, that's a pretty good one. The Prindle.
The Prindle,
Prindle.
the ad, or
I-
Foom.
I still reference the Prindle. I call it my Prindle in my car.
Not the
Even
gear
have it at all.
I remember the first time I started driving, and then I was with an instructor. He's like, "Okay, you're gonna move the gear shift." I'm like, "The Prindle, right?" He's like,
Gearfish.
I
"What?"
did that too.
What is that?
He's like, excuse me?
The PRNDL thing.
Yeah.
I think I like instead the L I had to B though because it was a hybrid, so it was a battery. So I was like, "The Prindle."
The
or something like
Prindle. What about you, Laiba? Who's your favorite Disney character?
I'm gonna say either Timon and Pumbaa, because I put them as a pair, or Flynn Rider from
Flynn Rider.
Tangled.
Okay.
That
He's a
is-
good
On
boy.
here somewhere.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
good boy.
yeah.
Here.
Is he General Shun?
It's Zachary Levi.
I do.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is.
It's
Shazam
Zachary Levi.
himself.
It's Shazam
Shock.
himself. Yeah. You shook. You're like, I gotta go see Tangled now.
Have you not seen Tangled?
Tangled's
Me?
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
He's fantastic in the movies.
I just don't know. I don't pay attention about like actors playing
Okay,
things.
fair.
Like all I know is like Idina Menzel is Elsa, and
Yeah.
what's her face is I can't even remember her names. I don't know.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen
Kristen
Bell.
Bell. I
Yeah.
know her face, but like he's like I don't know people's. I know like what Ming Na Wen is Mulan.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's
The queen
that's
herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mushu.
Mushu.
Mushu's another one.
Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy.
Anyway.
my
yeah,
favorite characters.
Yeah.
I mean, Moana's up there. Like Ariel's up there. She's one of my favorite. I don't know. Hey,
Hey.
Justice for Hey.
Justice
There's
for
no,
Hey.
There's no there. That's the hat I made.
Oh my god, you made that hat?
I made that hat. It's me as
Love
Moana,
that.
but I made a chicken Hey hat because there's no freaking merch. There's not even a stuffy for Hey
Yeah.
that Disney ever put out, and I'm like, Justice for Hey.
Justice for Hey.
What-
It'd be
So,
Whatever.
so many
stiff,
compliments
though.
on that hat.
That doesn't matter.
Whenever I
Like,
think
I don't
of
know
Hey
why.
Hey, though.
Why does Pua have so many
Yeah.
fucking stuff?
You know
in it?
what?
Right,
He's
yeah.
in a movie for like 10 minutes. Hey, there for the entire journey.
Hey saw it all, man. Hay's the
Hey.
C-3PO of the Moana universe.
Hey swallowed the heart of Tafiti to keep it safe.
Yeah.
To
Hey, did.
If anything,
He's a
Hey
vamp.
is the true hero.
Have you guys
Exactly.
seen Alan Tudyk though, like react to him doing the voice work for Hey Hey?
No.
He'll do
There
the
was
voice
voice
work
work
and he'll go
for
like,
Hey
"I went
Hey?
to Juilliard." Yeah, like, your ass out. It's Hey Hey.
I always forget Vin Diesel does Groot, you know? Like that's just
Yeah.
the most
Mm.
random thing.
After a certain point, when did he stop? Is my main question because I don't believe he kept doing.
I mean, he
IMDb
probably
for all the
only
movies.
comes in and probably is only in there for like 2 days and I'm like, I'm Groot.
yeah,
you know?
it's easy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Fair,
great.
You see a couple days of work at a couple 100,000.
Yeah.
At least.
Secure the bag, man.
Possibly 7 figures.
Yeah.
At least 6 to 7 figures for like a couple days voice work.
3 lines,
Easy.
3
4
lines.
words.
Like
Easy.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they just said like you need to say it angry, you need to say it sad, you need to say
Yeah,
it's
you gotta do it really high
confused.
pitched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to
Because
sound
like
a
they
baby.
he only has to really do it in post production.
Yeah, yeah, it's not
pretty
Really
right.
have the scenes.
He's on set.
I mean, hey, there's gonna be the I Am Groot TV show, so Vin Diesel's gonna get a TV show now too. I guess with the same 3 words.
Right, yeah. So
I love it.
yeah.
I
Well,
love it. But I can't think. I don't know. I can't. I'm so bad at like picking favorites, but like those few are up there for
Mhm.
sure.
I know
I
Laiba
can
said
also throw out again Wally.
Wally, yeah.
Yeah.
Wally I love that movie because like there's very little dialogue.
Mhm.
And I like what it does. Laiba said Timon and Pumbaa. I found out that the voice actor for Timon and Pumbaa is in like Only Murders in the Building. Because
See.
Oh yeah, they are.
he's the
He's the lankier guy who's asking his kid for money, right?
no.
Steve
He's
Martin or Martin Short?
no.
Or is he not either of those?
No, he's not either of those. He's the feta rap guy, not the feta rap guy. He's the one that I don't want to say anything because you guys seen it?
I was trying to go through it.
I haven't seen it.
No. The glasses guy that supported his first project.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
deli meat guy.
The deli meat guy. There you go.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Demas Deli Meats.
Demas Deli Meats. He's the voice of Timon. Yeah, he's in.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
That's the stars that I catch. You know
Sorry.
what? That's basically Disney. I'm gonna say that's one of my favorite Disney shows too.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
It's on Disney
hold
Plus
on.
in Canada.
What have you discovered?
What?
I have discovered that they have picked the two leads for the Wicked movie,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and it's
Oh,
Ariana
breaking
Grande.
news.
What is
Breaking
the-
news!
Oh
I just saw
no!
this
Okay,
right
wait,
now.
hang on. Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande
As
as
Glinda?
Glinda,
Uh-huh.
Okay. that
and
makes sense.
Cynthia. Probably gonna get this wrong. Cynthia Erivo as Alphaba.
Okay.
What is this movie?
You've never seen
The
Wicked?
Wicked movie,
You've never seen
directed
Wicked?
by John M. Chu. who
You've never
directed
heard of
Crazy
Wicked?
Rich Asian.
Don't know what this is. What is it?
So
It's a musical.
yeah,
Oh, is it the musical about the Wicked Witch of the West?
Yes,
Mhm, and it's
yes,
so
Okay.
good. I cry
Okay.
every time. Like Defying Gravity.
Oh, I love
That
Defying
is
Gravity.
Never seen it.
That
Oh
was
my god, this is
No.
breaking news.
Glinda as or Ariana Grande as Glinda makes sense because she
It
did a
does make
cover
sense.
as Popular
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
She also has like that high range.
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Um,
Cynthia Erivo, she was in. Have you guys seen Harriet? About Harriet
No, I haven't
Tubman?
seen that. No.
Okay, so she was the lead in that.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
She
Fantastic.
can sing. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. There you go. It's your woke news today. It's, funny enough, Wicked was like my theatrical awakening because like I remember my mom, she's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go see Wicked." And I was like, "I don't want to go to some stupid musical." And then I saw it and I was like, "This is fucking amazing."
I was like bawling. I
Yeah.
cry so much at musical theater because I'm like, the talent, they're doing all this live.
Yeah.
But
still
that's the
have yet to
only
see one.
show I've seen actually on Broadway. It's
Mhm.
Wicked.
Yeah.
One day we
It
will
was-
watch Beetlejuice.
So good.
One
Actually,
day.
I really want to see what's that one musical? Hades Town. That's like the one musical I want to watch.
Mm.
Have you
Oh
seen?
my God.
Have you seen
I
it,
love
Laiba?
Hades Town.
Have you seen it?
I've seen the illegal version.
Oh,
Oh my god, Liba.
We
I
gotta-
also wanna see
Eva
Six.
Noblezada is also she's a mixed actress.
Uh-huh.
She was also in Miss Saigon,
Uh-huh.
who was originally played by Leah Solon,
Uh-huh.
I think.
Wait, and they're in the
Who
play?
also yeah,
Oh, okay, got it.
yeah, and yeah. So she's like a half Filipino actress. She's also half Filipino, half Mexican. Yeah.
That's fun.
Filipinos are like doing really well in like entertainment
You're
industry.
fucking talented.
So good. I'm very happy to have that representation there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
y'all are killing it.
Killing it, dog.
Killing it.
Who didn't say who their favorite character was?
You.
Oh, me, right?
Yeah.
I like made these questions and didn't even answer them. Hercules, I think, is my himbo of
That's a good
choice.
one.
Is just
He's a good himbo.
He's a good himbo. Love Hercules. That probably explains why I love Percy Jackson so much, which technically also is
Mhm.
Disney. If I really want to
mhm.
make that argument,
Technically,
Oh.
yes. Not
Technically,
the King
yes.
Chronicles, though.
not the no, it was
King
all
Chronicles is gonna be on Netflix.
right, but it was the Kane Chronicles was under Disney Hyperion, which is their book publishing
Mhm.
company.
Yes.
So lawyered.
Technically, yes. Lawyered.
Lawyered. What is it? But yeah, no, I love Hercules just because
Oh.
he's like the standard, just not like superhero, but like, you know, it was my gateway.
Heroic figure.
Heroic figure, yeah. And he's just a nice guy. Doesn't really need a lot of character depth. Everything you need to know about him is presented. But it's also just fun.
I'm gonna throw out another one out there, actually, and this
Sure.
one might actually get all of you to be pissed at me. So let's find out.
Mhm.
Donald Glover's version of Simba.
I like
I really like Donald Glover.
I love, we're on the same page with Donald Glover.
Yeah.
I don't like the
movie.
live action version, but I do love Donald Glover's voice.
I love his version of Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
he's good. Can you feel the love tonight? No.
Oh, also that.
Yeah.
With him and Beyonce.
Yeah,
but
I don't
also
know why Beyonce
song
had that
was really good in it.
I was gonna say I don't know why it's in the movie though.
Yeah,
I liked it. Well,
it wasn't
I
really
thought
her
they were
singing
gonna have...
it. It was just like a background.
Oh, hello.
That was an ambulance.
I thought it was because I saw the leaked kind of album thing that they were gonna do with the songs that they were doing, and they had a couple untitled songs where Beyonce was going to be singing one of them, and I thought it was going to be one of the songs from the Broadway musical because Nala sings a really good song. So it's like it takes place after Scar asks Nala to like marry her because he does that in the musical,
right?
And then she like runs away, and then she's singing this really cool song. It's called Shadowland. It's on the album. It's really good. I thought she was going to be singing that, but no, it's
That's how I felt about Naomi Scott's Jasmine song in the Aladdin musical. I really loved the Jasmine song in the musical, and I'm just like,
I loved it.
That
like it sounded too much like they didn't bring the original vibe into her new song. I'm just like missed opportunity. There's like you have this like it's crowd tested these songs.
This is random because like Lion King does have like a Broadway musical or like a musical. Did you guys see that TikTok of like the Lion, the Witch, and Wardrobe musical that they're making?
Sorry, there's a Lion, the Witch, and Wardrobe musical.
Yeah. Well, it's not a musical. I think it's just a stage play. But
it's a play. Okay. It's a play. I saw the play.
Did you see the puppet they have for Aslan?
That's sick.
So cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's really fucking sick. Like, have you seen it, Johnny?
I have not. No.
It is genius. They have like the actor like walking with the puppet. It's really cool.
Yeah, he's like inside, I think.
Yeah.
No, he's not
like Narnia at all.
You don't like Narnia?
I was forced to read it in grade 5 from my teacher, and it just made it so unappealing to me.
And we had to watch 3 different years in my grade 1 to 12 education.
I did not know.
3 times.
I did not know that it was.
So I
like,
know it inside and out.
I didn't know it was like a biblical translation. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was like.
I wouldn't know that either.
School.
I didn't know that until.
Okay, you and I both went to. Okay, so that might explain why we both.
It's a Catholic school thing.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure because 3 days Jesus will rise.
Yeah, I didn't know that until like Verge of the Dawn Treader, when the movie came out. And I was like, this is because like at the end of the Verge of the Dawn Treader, he's like, oh, you in your world you know me as someone else, and I was like, walked out of the theater and I was like, is Aslan Jesus? And I was like so confused. Jesus.
We watch these movies.
Oh, I was so confused walking out. I was like, I did more like research after that. I was like, it's a Christian movie. It's like
all 3 of them are actually on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's like VeggieTales but cooler. You know,
VeggieTales was cool.
Yeah, no, I said it, like Narnia is like VeggieTales but cooler.
No, it's just VeggieTales is equally as cool.
Okay,
you know, it's like one of those things like, they say like this is the modern day heroine. I would say that's like the original thing. You know, they're both. Yeah. I mean, let me, tip the hat to no, it's not Disney, but Prince of Egypt.
Oh my God, I love that movie. That movie's beautiful.
Catholic school.
That movie's beautiful. That movie's that movie was
every year. Would watch that no doubt.
Good movie. I think I watched it like last month or like a month or 2 ago, and it still holds up.
I did not know that it was like a biblical movie.
Moses.
Yeah.
Because like I grew up in a Muslim household, so I didn't know. And I remember vividly the first time I watched it was when we when I was in elementary school, we had Eid. And a bunch of kids weren't coming to school because of Eid. But like my parents were working, so I had to show up to school, and I did. And the teachers played Prince of Egypt to a bunch of the Muslim kids. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And now looking back at it, I'm like, That's
Alberta.
I like how that movie.
This was in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind.
I like how that movie, like, it's so broad that with its interpretation of like religion, but it's weird. Like, I really enjoy that movie. I know me and religion don't really get along, but still, I like that movie. Not unrelated.
The soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that was whoever was Fox Animation. They had like Anastasia, and then they had Prince of Egypt. They were killing it. Okay, they're basically what Sony's doing now. Like Sony's animation team, fire right now. Fox Animation team back in the day was like hitting some fucking bangers.
What was that, like Blue Sky?
Blue Sky Entertainment.
Yeah, Blue Sky Entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah, they did robots, right?
Yeah, and that's a banger.
I love that movie.
I love robots. It slabs.
What was it, Fender?
Bro.
Hit Me Baby One More Time during that fight. Oh my god, I watched that for my grade 1 birthday party. I loved it.
Yeah, man, fucking slap, man. They were killing it. Unrelated to religion, who is your favorite Disney villain, and why? That one's a little bit of a harder one since I don't really like
Dr. Facilier. Sorry.
Dr. Facilier.
He's really good.
Oh yeah.
True,
He's
especially
really good.
Keith Davis's voice. So smooth
Good.
and silky. Because we mentioned it, Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Gaston, for the main reason of his song, especially in the musical where they do the mug clacking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's not a good guy. Very not a good
Oh no,
guy.
he's super
He gets out
problematic.
alive.
He's horrible.
He's a horrible person.
But he's
I don't need a dude, bro.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's like very real and kind of.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like
yeah.
unsettling, you know?
Yeah.
Like, all of these other Disney villains are like fantastical, and this guy's just a fucking real person. And you're like, God, I hate that guy.
I mean, like Jafar is similar in that sense, but like I guess sounds a little too real because he's just a guy.
Yeah.
I
Jafar has magic.
Yeah, I really liked Jafar in the newest rendition of Aladdin.
Me too. It was
pretty good.
Yeah, but also, but also, they just made him like more. They made him have depth because like he could he could relate to Aladdin. It's like, you were a street rat, so was I. Okay, and you and I aren't any different. And it's one of those like things that's like that adds to his character so much more. Because then he's just not painted as this like caricature, this like racist caricature for the
the
like,
Perks of the live action one.
Aladdin's my favorite Disney musical. I'll say.
Yeah. Oh,
It's so hard. Genie too.
Laiba, I saw the look you gave me when I see the Perks of the live action one.
God, it's a
It was
mess.
like a death stare from my mother.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't hate the live action musical of Aladdin.
Wait,
I kind of enjoy it.
the stage musical?
No, also the movie. I like the movie.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
I've
yeah.
seen the stage
love Meet 'em
musical.
a
That was
Dude.
so good.
Right,
but
right.
The movie, not bad.
Back at
Yeah.
in more Disneyland
villains.
facts. In Disneyland California Adventure, you could watch the stage play. They used to have the stage play for Aladdin. It would play like 4 or 5
I
times
saw
a
that
day.
one.
And every time we would go like maybe once or twice a month to just sit in there and watch it because the music is fire.
So
It's air conditioned in there, which
Yeah.
if you're trying to get out of the sun,
I
like
think when I went, they were doing the little version of the Frozen the musical. That
yeah,
was
and I
really good.
believe that's no, that's not there right now. I don't think that theater's doing anything right now. It's kind of like breaking down. Last time I was there, it did not look good. I don't know if they're gonna bring Frozen back. It was cool though. Frozen did have like a colorblind cast, so like everyone, it didn't matter. Like it didn't matter who was what.
I love like the younger Anna was like completely a different race. Than
Yeah, and I was
I'm
like, yeah,
and everyone's just like, yes,
yeah, that's all that
because
matters.
this is a stage musical.
But
Great.
I do miss the original Aladdin Broadway, or the original Aladdin musical
Disney show.
at the Aperion. Oh, the Disney show too. Yeah, that was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Show.
There was a
the Aladdin,
Aladdin
Disney show.
Disney
Robin
show.
Williams wasn't the genie though, which is unfortunate. But the guy they got for him was
because
pretty
there's
damn good.
I mean, any of the genie that wasn't him, he's not happy.
Will Smith was good. I liked Will Smith.
Will Smith was
I
good.
did.
No,
I
Will
liked
Smith was
him
good.
too.
I just that one line is like, "Oh, where's your daughter? I heard she's hot. Where is she?" I'm just like, you didn't have to
Yeah, no, that wasn't
turn it to hot.
Right.
You don't
Like,
have
it was
to
like
say
originally
that.
like fine or something.
Yeah.
Like it was a different word for like hot or beautiful before. I'm just like, that wasn't as disrespectful as hot.
Right. Yeah.
Because wasn't it like in the animated one? It was like, heard your princess was a sight, so lovely to see, something like that.
Yeah.
But then Will Smith immediately goes hot, and you're like, okay.
Okay, it's like, you didn't need to do that.
Oh man.
What was it though?
Yeah.
Speaking of Disney villains, also I'll throw in Shigo.
Ooh,
That's a
she-
bro. That's not like a. That's not. You can't say
For the
Shigo,
pure fact
bro.
of the gay awakening a lot of people probably had from Shigo herself.
Kim Possible in itself was like a fever dream.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This may be off topic, but since we are a Asian podcast, we have to mention Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
Wendy.
Do
Oh,
you guys?
man,
No,
it's a good one.
they did blackface for someone in that movie.
Did they?
Yeah,
Did
I
they?
think they did.
I don't remember that. Really?
So you know the scene when Wendy's being trained by the different masters?
Yes.
They had a black teacher, remember?
Sure.
So during the fight scene, they have a stunt guy in there.
Oh
And
no.
the person's face
Oh
was like,
man.
was still white.
Oh my.
Oh,
They can't get one thing right.
They can't do nothing
get
right,
one
man.
thing right.
they suck at this. They're not woke enough.
Also, the thing I feared was Shang-Chi about martial arts and Asian people, it happened in that movie, so that movie's a no-go for me.
Oh man.
I watched it, I liked it as a kid. Growing after I grew up, I'm like, we're not gonna say we like this anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, like as a kid, I was super excited to see it, and it was one of my favorites because I'm like, she looks like me, and that was the only person who looked like me back then.
I mean, London dipped in.
Yeah.
It's the same actor.
Exactly, that's why.
Yeah, that's-
Somehow London dipped in
Now-
is less problematic than Wendy Wu, though.
now you're the problem, Johnny.
I thought she's having a show.
London?
Tipton.
I think. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's real or not.
Was it
is she?
rumors?
Maybe.
Or was it?
I
Well,
feel
now
like
it's
I've heard that
fake out
before.
thing?
I hadn't
Also
followed
talking
up on
talking
it.
about
could be
being
fake,
the
but-
problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna expose Nick on this because
What-
he
what'd I do?
thought
What?
that Zuko was
No.
played by-
Sorry, he thought Zuko was who?
I thought the teenage Zuko or teenage Zuko. I thought the teenage Shang-Chi.
I thought that was too.
Yeah, see, I'm not
That
crazy.
was-
Because I
that
remember
was whatever.
I was
Because he's Katie's younger brother. That's who's playing Zuko.
I thought it was
Not
teenage
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
I thought
Oh
it
my
was
God.
medium Shang-Chi.
It is. That's what I thought too. Yeah,
teenager
yeah.
Shang-Chi?
Between being yeah.
Yeah.
a little boy and the one where he like there's like 40 flashbacks
like,
where he's getting on the
hit,
plane.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember looking
Yeah.
at that scene. I was like, that guy would be a perfect Zuko. He literally throw a scar on his face. That guy's a
I
perfect.
went into the movie and I
I
told my
mean-
mom, I was
I
like,
mean-
that's gonna be Zuko.
Oh no!
Now we need to find someone who's gonna look like the son of Daniel Day Kim, though.
Oh man. Oh yeah, we
Well,
do.
there's
Huh?
that.
Dallas Liu. Dallas
Yeah.
Liu.
Yeah,
That'll work. I think.
I don't know.
I saw side by side. It works enough.
Yeah.
In my book,
With the scar, it'll be over. Let's be a wrap.
Fair
Oh
enough, fair
man,
enough.
we're all the
Let's say
problem
it's
here.
the- Our
back on
Avatar
villains.
episode.
Angelina Jolie's Maleficent.
Oh
Same.
yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
wait,
watch
you
the
guys
second
see her
one.
as
That.
Cena.
Oh man.
I'm so
No
excited.
spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, watch 'em, just saying, just wait till you see
I
her.
only watch spoilers for things that aren't Marvel.
Or Star Wars.
Better quit quiet, Johnny.
Keep it down.
Mute him.
you won't be woke for long.
I can use a good nap. 30 years, please.
Oh man. Okay. So
Let's continue.
we had Jafar. Who else did we say?
Dr.
I said
Facilier.
Dr.
Shigo.
Facilier. What about you, Laiba? What's your favorite?
Dr. Facilier.
Oh right. Well, you
She
said
it.
you said Maleficent, Victoria. Like
Yeah,
the movies,
I
right?
said Angelina Jolie's
Mhm.
Maleficent. At least the first movie. That one's such a good movie. Oh, you know what? Cruella. I watched the Cruella movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
last
good
month,
movie.
and that
That
was
is.
That
really
is.
good.
It was a better
Yeah.
version of Joker. I stand by that.
I don't know about that one.
I stand by it. It's Joker, but better.
I don't know about that one. The one thing that I liked about Cruella was that it was, how do I say this? It humanized her a lot, and now it confuses me because it's like if they're gonna do like a 101 remake, how are they gonna incorporate her character to be like this like terrible person? Because like obviously she likes dogs and she's not a terrible person.
Right.
So are we gonna see like this downfall of her? You know, it's gonna be like
Maybe
really
that's the second
scary.
film. It's like the prequel right before 101.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's what the movie was supposed to be. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. I love what they did with that movie. I always wanted to be a fashion designer growing up. So that
yeah.
movie.
You could still be a fashion designer. Chase your dreams.
I could.
Be woke. Be woke.
One of my professors worked in fashion for a little bit doing 3D modeling and printing, which is a very big field right now. So not field, but like a niche part of the industry you can break into. So,
yeah, do it, man. Just chase it. Be woke. Be woke, everyone. That's the message of today. For my Disney villain, I don't know. All Disney villains aren't really like a thing for me. I do like Captain Hook from Once Upon a Time. That guy's. Have you guys seen Once Upon a Time? Yeah, Captain Hook. Why not?
He's cute.
Yeah. Or like Captain John Silver from Treasure Planet, because he's like so very deep as a character. And Zurg, just because it's Zurg.
Zurg is cool.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be the
Honestly,
new
can we consider Woody a villain for that first Toy Story film?
No, Woody.
Yeah, Woody is the villain in the first. Is that what you said?
The first Toy Story film, to an extent.
Technically,
Yeah,
I'd say so.
Yeah, I'd say that he's like kind of working against Buzz and like kind of causing everybody's problems. But no, I will, for the sake of the argument, I'll say Zurg, just because I always wondered like what those things he shot out as cannons, like are those tennis balls?
Remember how there was a Buzz Lightyear cartoon when we were kids?
Yeah,
Space Rangers.
Space Rangers. Yeah,
that was good.
It was.
Wasn't alive then.
You weren't.
You're like 2 years younger than me,
Laiba. You were like what, born 2000?
Yeah,
that was still around.
No, but it wasn't airing. It wasn't like airing and stuff. I remember.
Sure, it still was.
I don't think so. Well, like even then, it wasn't like in her cycle of like growing up and watching it. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's our Disney villains. We all have our problematic faves. Let's see. We're getting down to the wire here. We have very little time and a lot more questions. So I'm gonna. Yeah. Let's see if we can move past a couple of these. What is the worst experience with Disney you've had? I think that's an interesting question to ask. Like, we all have like good moments with Disney, right? But like, what is the worst ones you've come to experience? Like, what are either a memory or like a decision that they made that you didn't like? We all got.
There's a list full.
There's a list of things. Yeah, obviously.
Like, anything like representation wise, you know, because yeah, because
there's a reason why I refuse to watch it.
Like they can't. It's not that they can't get it right, is that they will do something and it's like, oh, nice job, but then you watch it and you're like, oh. Guys. Like
a lot of their decisions are corporate based.
With Aladdin, they decided to mix Pakistanis, Indians, Arabics, Irani, Lebanese, like all those cultures into one. And it just made it super confusing as a kid as well. When you're like watching it and you're like, huh?
Right.
And like same thing with Mulan, I think, right? Because like
it was very Chinese forward, I think, at least from my perspective.
Exactly, because like there are multiple types of Asians, you know. Like imagine if we had a Filipino Disney movie.
Actually,
come on, Disney, get on it.
Raya and the Last Dragon, the voice actors they got a lot of just Korean, Chinese, and Japanese voice actors. No one really Filipino, Thai, Vietnamese, which is what the movie is supposed to be representing.
Exactly.
I think
as much as we like the film,
I think
I love the voice actors, but at the same time,
it's really interesting that like Laiba mentioned that like they take all these different cultures from like the Middle East and stuff. And they like just make it work in Aladdin, but it's like kind of just like a blob of just like vagueness.
Exactly.
Raya kind of like does the same thing, but like puts it in like this fantasy world, and it's like like thinking about it like long terms, like does that work, right? Like does that work? Like how am I going to show my kids this? And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of like part of your culture, but also not really.
Kind of.
Like
exactly.
this is like
with the different tribes, they try to.
They try to
areas,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I'm not part, so I don't.
But even then, like some of the tribes are like they
Still a mix.
they define themselves in like different locations and like different styles of living, but then they'll incorporate each other's, like let's say for example, like the Fang tribe was like, everyone said like, oh, the Fang tribes is very like reminiscent of like Filipino culture, right? But there's like different aspects of that. Like I think what's her name, the antagonist of the movie, she speaks Vietnamese. But if that's true, then if Fang is supposed to be representing the Filipino culture, why does she speak Vietnamese? It's like one of those like it's like one of those things that's like they all share kind of collectively from different cultures, and then there's no like solidified like, oh, I associate with this group. I want to see myself in this group, but I don't really, you know, like it's one of those, it's one of those like weird things. Like it's cool to feel it. Like I can feel it, but I can't like explain it to anybody.
Yeah. And it doesn't really help. Like Nick, you also know, like, especially being a mixed kid.
Yeah.
Cause it just makes it 10 times more confusing.
Yeah. Like how am I supposed to tell these people? It's
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely felt Mongolian though. I'll give them that.
Yeah. It's cool that you can pull those things out of that movie, but it's like you can't really place them anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
It's like where is this in my identity? Yeah, that's a big one for Disney.
They just had to bring it all together.
Yeah. Do you think
also too, because aren't they do a lot of research nowadays to try to like less cultural appropriate? But I've also heard, I don't know how much of it's true. We need to check the sources and stuff. But like apparently, like when they're not paying enough to the people that, you know, taught them and basing it on. I know there is like articles, like clickbaity articles about the person who they based Coco heavily off of. And stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't know how much of this is true, but like I definitely know that they probably should be paying those people a lot more than they are.
Yeah.
Disney they make a lot of money off these movies, so they should like, you know, continue to pay.
The most relevant one is like a story similar to that is that like they don't pay the comic book creators that make the original stories for like the MCU. And that's like kind of upsetting because it's like, well, if they're getting shafted, then
they change it just enough to say like, oh, it wasn't really.
Yeah, but like again, when the discrepancy is like billions of dollars, it's like pay the guy, man. Like what, you wouldn't have this idea unless he
paid a couple million.
Yeah. Like, copyright law in the United States, I don't know how it is in Canada. I assume it's like similar. It's just
very much the same. That is the reason why we can call on your guys' law and just use it as reference.
Yeah,
for our
see,
own.
it's copyright law sucks. Is there any other like points of Disney that you were like, I wish they didn't do that, or like I hate that they do that? I was
gonna say though, like Disney is definitely the most problematic, but like when you look at Pixar as the separate entity that it is, like they do a much better job, I find.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Like I have yet to really come across like a Pixar short or anything like that, or just movie where it hasn't felt like it was influenced, or where it just doesn't take the culture they're grabbing inspiration from properly. Like Soul, for example, that movie it felt like a good representation of Black culture, despite the fact that I'm not from it. But from what I've heard from other people, like Straw Hat, he says, yeah, you don't really have as much of a Black character in their own body, but the overall feeling of the film was their identity to an extent, right?
Yeah.
And then like I watched Bao, and like that's turned Chinese to me.
Man, that's
I love Bao.
That was such a good show.
We all had that moment where she ate the dumpling, and we're just
so
like
confused watching that during Incredibles 2. I'm like, what did I just walk into?
I was like,
dude,
what?
I was sobbing, and then they decided to play Incredibles, and I was like, I'm not ready.
They started Incredibles, like, right, I'm here for this.
Oh man,
what the heck was that?
Like, I was ready to leave. I was ready to be like, all right,
we're done.
Disney fun fact. This is from Paperman. You guys have seen Paperman, right? The short, the one that plays right before Big. How did we not talk about Big Hero 6? God, we're so terrible. We're such Terrible
A
people.
mix between San Francisco and Japan.
Oh my god, I hate
So
myself.
cute, so cute.
I
Ah,
love it. I
God.
love those
Technically
characters
Marvel,
so much.
technically Disney.
that's actually Marvel. I don't
The
know.
original
It can't.
story it's based off of is Marvel.
Is Marvel?
But
Yeah,
It's still, yeah.
it's
Still,
still good.
Marvel Disney.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
need to
Sam Lee's
rewatch
in it.
that one.
It's so
I
good.
love.
So
I
good.
have it on like Blu-ray and stuff, but
Uh-huh.
like I haven't been able to like rewatch it really since it came out because like I heavily associate it with my ex, even though it's like nothing sad.
Right.
Just fucking
It's just one of those things.
the
I feel
name.
that.
One of the names is in there, and I'm just like, God
Uh.
damn it! Why is your name such a common
It's
word?
not wasabi, is it?
Word.
No. I think I know what it is.
It's
And I don't want
just
to
a
say it.
word.
Oh.
like for me, I don't know, any movie where there is like a sibling duo, like a younger sibling and an
Oh,
older
yeah,
sibling, it always
yeah.
gets me.
Me too.
Because I have an older brother, and I'm like,
I am the older brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so
me
we
too,
have
me
two
too.
older brothers and
Yeah.
two younger siblings with
Yeah.
older brothers.
Yes.
Yes.
Dope.
yes.
But it's when I watched. We're pedaling back to like favorite movies. I don't know why I never said Big Hero 6. I love Big Hero 6.
So
Because of that dynamic, and it's like he lost his brother and he like projects his brother onto this robot, and he's like, because I miss him, and it's like a story of loss and moving on. I'm like, oh man,
I love that. Also, engineering.
engineering.
Yes.
It's just like, animation's beautiful.
And superheroes.
That world made it to Kingdom Hearts 3. I was about it. It's such a good movie. But anyway, Paperman, the short that plays before that. That score is actually at the end. I told you guys, but I'm telling the people now. That score is actually at the end of Free Guy, which is completely random until I found out that it was the same composer that did Paperman and composed the music for Free Guy, which is wild.
If
I
we
don't know.
ever do bingo for the show, people just need to have it brings up Free Guy.
Yeah.
Brings up Robbie.
Brings up Robbie.
Brings up Power Rangers.
Robbie. Oh, that's, you know what?
Oscar
Okay.
Isaac.
Brings up spoiler.
Oscar Isaac. Dante Bosco.
I think that's what I would make.
Twilight.
That's the mistake that I would undo Disney. Like what the thing that I would make Disney undo or change about Disney is they would have never sold Power Rangers. That would have been the moment. That would have been the decision for me. It's like, why did you do that? You didn't have to do that. You had gold in your hand and you just
That's the
let
worst
it go.
experience you've had with Disney.
God, no. Obviously,
Yeah,
the
you know what?
representation thing is a bigger thing, but like, just
Oh,
let
I
it
just
go.
realized what my worst experience with Disney is.
What?
Backpedaling on Star Wars for Rise of Skywalker. There we go.
Oh, really?
That's my biggest issue.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, well, let's not piss off the fanboys too much. I have my fill-in origin
that'd be
story for that's related to Disney for me. I've always I love the movie 13 Going on 30 growing up, and they have the teacups. The teacup ride is a big thing in that movie. I've always wanted to go on teacups. I've had an Alice in Wonderland phase. I've never been on the teacups at any Disney parks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been 3 times, and I've missed it all the times. First time I was 4. I think I was too young. Whatever. Fine. We didn't go on it for some reason. Next one, I was like 10 or 11, and we went with my cousins and my uncle, and he is like a very anal about time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, if you don't have this. So he made me choose. They got in line for like teacups, and then he's just like, this is your only time to go into Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
Oh no.
So I had to fucking miss it because of my uncle, because he's just like, there's not enough time to do both. We're on schedule. Stupid.
See,
If
I
we
wanted
ever
Princess
meet
Dress.
up for Voices
yeah,
of Atlas,
whenever you
Disney-
guys show up
And then
to
for
Los
some
Angeles.
reason I missed it when I went to Disneyland in 2017.
Can Victoria and I go to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique?
Yeah, no, you guys can.
Please.
No, we'll,
I mean,
we'll
okay, how long does Disneyland stay open for now? Like, I
oh,
remember going
okay.
there.
Well,
like,
hang
when it
on.
was, like,
If you guys are like showing up, we're either doing like 2 days or like 1 day. If it's one
we
day,
need at least we need 2 days, one for each park.
okay, so it'll be 2 days. We're doing like 7 to close. All right, like that's
Yes.
y'all got to be
I
ready.
will wake up at 6
7
a.m.
to
I will
close.
walk there.
I will do it.
You
It's
gotta do Universal as well. Just
yeah, we'll do it all. If you guys ever make a time to come me over here.
I need to do at least like 4 or 5 different times on those spinning teacups.
And you guys
because
gotta
that's my
like
villain
you guys
origin
gotta go
story.
like all out. You know, like get the. Well, you'll be with a local. Don't worry, I got you.
Also,
Can we-
Victoria, keep in mind, I feel like we should also just make like 2 separate days as well, like one for Avengers Campus because they can't say Marvel, and then one just for Galaxy's Edge, just
Yeah.
because We're not big
Yes.
nerds.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, hang on.
I'll come in robes.
Galaxy's Edge is a lot
Jedi
smaller than you think it is, and Avengers
Oh,
Campus
okay.
is actually a lot smaller than you think it is.
Fair.
Once you get there,
Right,
you'll
didn't
realize
it used to be Bugs Life Land?
it did,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it wasn't very large. And then now
I
Avengers
went,
Campus is not very good.
Bugs Life Land right before they closed it. It was
Yeah.
dope.
It was
Dude,
cute.
I loved
Bugs
Bugs
Life
Life too. Let's
thing
just say I love Bugs Life too.
Yeah.
was terrifying.
Which one?
Like, was it the Bugs Life? I went to Disney World, so the Bugs Life show was
Oh,
the scariest thing I had
That's freaky.
watched, and I was 18.
Oh man.
I was 18, and I was crying because I was so scared.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not some of their shows are a little questionable. But yeah, like that's whenever you guys decide to get over here, you will be with the local. I will tell you what's worth it and what's not. Don't be lied to about the turkey legs, okay? They're not that great. Everyone says
I liked it.
nope, they're not good. Okay.
Wait, what did I get there? I got like a chimichanga instead.
Yeah.
Or a
I got the
corn or
turkey
something.
leg. I liked it.
You gotta get the Dole Whip. You gotta get the corn dog.
I had the Dole Whip float.
It's so
That was
good. You gotta eat.
Shawarma?
You want a high end dinner? You go to the Blue Bayou. You get the Monte Cristo sandwich. You get
I
I want
lobster
the pin
bit.
Cubano.
With the what?
The pin, like the giant Cubano.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh,
pin,
yeah.
pin nini, I think it's called. There we go.
Yeah.
I love a Cubano.
You need to get like the lobster nachos at there's everything you
Hey,
need to
there's a
do.
lobster.
I will come with my
Yeah.
wallet full and my
yeah.
stomach empty.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I will have no
An
more
extra
savings by the
suitcase
end of
on
it.
hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so moving forward, are there anything? Is there anything exciting about Disney moving forward that you guys are like really looking forward to? Is there something, or even like it can be
Yes.
announced or not announced, like something that you want that they haven't particularly said yet? Whatever.
So Nick, I'm assuming yours is an eventual Robbie Reyes movie and or TV
that's
show.
a totally different
And area of the
world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, to
I'm
see the
gonna
Hell Charger
say-
in real life. Go ahead,
I'm gonna
Laiba.
say Turning Red. I think it's a
Oh.
Pixar,
Oh, yeah.
Pixar movie
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
First of all,
From the creator of Bao.
Asian represent, Canadian represent,
Mm.
because
Red
it takes place
Panda.
in Toronto. Red Panda. It's about a little
right, is
little
that
girl
what-
who every time she gets stressed, she turns into a massive red panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so freaking
Yeah.
cute. And another one I'm excited for is the live action Snow White,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because they're having a newcoming actress who is the lead in West Side Story play Snow White,
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
and Gal Gadot is gonna be the
Oh
evil
yeah,
queen,
I
apparently.
heard about that.
Yeah,
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 I was
yeah.
casting for
It's
yesterday.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we mentioned earlier I feel like the Wicked movie should be under Disney,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Well,
excited
hey.
for that now. And oh man, I'm excited for the rebrand of Splash Mountain to
Oh, yeah.
be Princess and the
Princess
And
and
Frog.
the frog.
I
Yeah.
better
deserves
hear
it so
Dr.
much.
I just need
Dr.
to hear
Facilier?
Keith David singing
Yeah.
on that ride. I don't want any other song
Right.
except for him.
I want a little spooky woods action, a little bit
Mhm.
of ghost, a little bit of Facilier in there.
I've been on the ride multiple
That's gonna be
times.
so good.
I know exactly
Also,
the
like I
place they
hear
put
the
that.
yeah, I also know like fucking the parks are going through a lot of changes right now,
Mhm.
like the Guardians of the Galaxy rides. I'm excited for like all
I've
these.
never
like,
been on
changes
it.
to the
I
parks.
had never been on the Hollywood Terror.
Oh,
'cause
you
I was-
will.
I
I've
hated
been, okay, I've
heights
never
as a
been
kid.
on that
You will.
too, but when I went in 2017, it was like, oh, it wasn't Tower of Terror anymore. It was like Mission Breakout, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm doing
Mhm.
it. It's
I was
so
gonna
much
say,
fun.
I'll
Yeah.
do it
It's-
for Guardians.
What
It's so much fun. Oh my god.
What about you,
I'm
Johnny? What are you
excited.
excited for?
Shang-Chi to be put on Disney Plus, and the eventual Shang-Chi.
Next week.
That's a cop
Next
out.
week.
Pick
Next
something.
week.
That's a cop out. Pick something
Next
else. Pick something more woke.
Cop out.
Not everything can be more
He
Marvel.
only cares about Shang-Chi.
Yeah. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Pick a Disney title. Go.
Just
Go.
the Tower of Terror movie with Scarlett Johansson. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
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 a
a thing.
yeah. I
Because
forgot
you
that
know
was
they
a thing.
resolved their legal issues. So
Oh yeah,
apparently she's
they're
coming back
friends
for it.
now.
Oh yeah, they're buddy
friends
buddy.
again.
Yeah. I mean, when you slide somebody like what $30,000 or 30,
You're like,
30
yeah, no,
million,
I'll
you're
come
like,
back.
okay, you know what? Are we chill? It's like, well, how can I not be chill?
I might change my mind if somebody gave me $30 million.
Yeah,
the Lando
exactly.
show to be on Disney Plus with Donald Glover.
The which one?
My boy.
The Lando show. They announced
Oh,
that
yeah.
last time. I need more news. I need confirmation that it's Donald Glover in it.
Book of Boba
It
Fett.
needs to be him.
Oh yeah, the Book of Boba Fett.
Sorry, it's just I'm a big
I
Donald Glover fan. If no
screamed
one
during
can
the
tell.
We're back at Star Wars. I think we need to
We
revisit.
should add that to the.
Yeah, we
the
should
bingo
revisit. Oh well, we should revisit like Star Wars as a whole because we did Visions, right? But like I feel like we need a whole episode to just like talk about Star Wars by itself. Yeah, because as much as we all watched Visions, wink, wink.
3 of us finished it.
I finished it.
No, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Hey!
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, no, I really like the Astro Boy thing. The Astro Boy one, that one was really cute. And then,
the Toby one.
yeah, where the robot,
Toby
where the
one.
robot killed that guy, and I was like, damn, that guy really just died. That guy is okay. He was like, oh, he's such a wholesome boy, but he definitely just murdered that guy. Whatever.
That's what everyone said about Anakin.
Yeah, I always when I'm at work sometimes I'll be like Chris, my coworker. I'll be like, think of the children, and he's like, why? And I was like,
What's
just
the
do
children?
it. Think of the children like Anakin once did. He'll be like, what? He's like, he murdered all of them.
God. Things Nick says that make me think he's a murderer.
I'm definitely borderline there, especially working in service. I don't know if there's any like Disney properties that I'm like that you guys haven't already said that I'm excited for. Usually,
Jeff Goldblum. No, The World According to Jeff Goldblum season 2, because that comes out on Disney Plus Day next week as well.
the coffee episode is my favorite for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The ice cream episode.
Yeah, I can't think of anything
I
specific.
want season 2 of Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, me too. God, that's so good. That's so good. We should get
Obsessed.
oh my god.
Selena Gomez on the show, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Selena
No.
Gomez, please.
I still say-
Wizard of
not
Waverly
talking,
Place.
then
I
yeah.
still say we should do like a mini podcast episode based on that. Like
Bonus
while those
episode.
episodes release,
I'll watch
Victoria.
it.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
watch
you
it
guys should
first.
watch it, and then it's like, oh god, we'll do a podcast about a TV show about a podcast. It'll be so meta. It'll do
We also need a
fantastic.
Free Guy episode.
Just the free guy, just one. No, we just need a Ryan Reynolds episode. I think that's something that's gonna be put on our radar. Just like
I want
I
a
like
Dante
that.
Bosco
Dan
episode.
City Reynolds. He owns the penthouse of the building next to mine.
oh, cool. That's fun.
He doesn't
I
live
mean-
there.
Stand
really.
outside.
I've never seen him there, but apparently he owns it.
Right.
I know what post-secondary institute he was supposed to go to, but then didn't because he pursued
Everyone
acting.
always kind of has like 2-degree separation of like Ryan Reynolds. In
Yeah,
Canada. It's like
Yeah.
weird.
At least in Vancouver, for sure.
Well, we're wrapping up here. But you guys have all been in the Disney parks. Is there like an outstanding memory you guys have of being at the Disney parks at all? Anything?
I went there for my birthday, so it was pretty. I went there during Christmas, so I loved it during
Mm.
Christmas. It was
Yeah.
so cute. It's my goal to go for Halloween one day,
Yeah, yeah.
Same.
like one time.
The Halloween
'cause it
bash
looks
is fun.
so sick.
Mm-hmm. Disneyland or Disney?
So-
Disney Bash.
So my
I went to Disney
picture,
World.
my picture is Disneyland,
Mhm.
but we planned it on the weekend as they were changing it over from Halloween to Christmas.
cool.
So like, I got a few of the Christmas snacks, got a few of the Halloween snacks. Like obviously, like the Christmas stuff is up, but still the Halloween stuff
Yeah,
is
yeah.
up. Oh, and it was empty. Oh, it was also Dapper Day. I also want to go for Dapper Day.
Oh,
but, my
yeah.
God, it was such a magical
Those are fun
time. We
times.
got to go on all of the rides we wanted to go to, except for teacups, for whatever reason. Oh man, but my biggest memory is like Epcot when year 2000 they had like I was just like I was very confused the next time I went that it didn't have like the 2000 Millennium
Mhm.
facade to it.
Right.
Oh, that's just ingrained in my mind. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Also, that was a really good vacation that I had with my dad. So,
Oh, Disney.
or a little 4-year-old
Disney.
going to Disney.
Yeah. What about you, Johnny?
I
Any-
think like the fondest memory I have is like the first time I went,
Uh huh.
because we brought my grandmother along,
Uh huh.
and like I've got like in terms of connections with my family, it's probably the best one I had was with my grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and we brought her along because my brother was like 1 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Was it just the
probably
whole-
that.
Yeah. The whole trip.
I remember, yeah, I just
Yeah.
remember sitting outside of the Indiana Jones ride because my parents got stuck in it.
Oh no.
And I'm just sitting with my grandma outside talking to her. I don't remember what we were talking about, but like I was just enjoying my time with my grandma.
Just the-
My
oh,
parents were
so cute.
stuck near the giant snakes.
Oh, I've been stuck there before.
Oh.
That's not fun.
My mom doesn't like snakes, so it was even funnier.
Right, yeah. Oh man, I have so many, obviously, but I again, I used to go like every week. My fondest memory though is obviously proposing to my fiance in downtown Disney. That's obviously the highlight
That
of my.
was always
love
my
that.
plan originally with my.
Yeah, it's a moment that I'll live forever. I remember. Okay, funny. I'm gonna give the like gist of like how it happened. It was our anniversary, our 5-year anniversary, and I've always known that I've wanted to propose at Disneyland, but Disneyland was closed at the time, and I didn't want to wait anymore. So I made this whole like plan what we're gonna do that day, and I brought her to downtown Disney, and like I was like trying to make this stupid excuse. I was like, I want to propose in front of the fountain. And I was like, I really want something from the bakery. We've never fucking gone to that bakery in my fucking life. Okay, there's a bakery right at the end of downtown Disney, and I was like, no, I kind of want an acai bowl or like some fucking bread from the bakery. And she's like, why? I was like, I just do, okay. Like, just. And it was so funny when we were going through security, right? Like I had the ring in the ring box, like in my bag, right? And security goes through your bag when you go through the park, when you go through downtown Disney now. And she gets cleared, she walks, and then the security guard goes through my bag, and then they've never pulled anything out of my bag ever. They've always said, can you pull that out for me? They've always said like me pull it out for them specifically. I don't know what compelled this security person to like pull out the box like in broad daylight. This is like a heart-shaped red box. She like pulls it out and like is waving it in the air.
She wanted to snoop.
She was, dude. She like pulled it out. She looked at it. She looked at me. She looked at my fiance, who luckily was facing the other way.
Thank God.
And she like immediately shoved it. Yeah, she immediately shoved it back in the box. Shoved it back in the bag.
Dude,
And
I was shot her death stares.
I did. I was like, you're about to fuck this up for me. You're about to ruin this for me.
He's like, you're gonna ruin my life right now.
You're gonna ruin my entire life right now. I'm gonna propose right now, right in front of this, and hold up your entire fucking line.
You should have.
But no, she like shoved it back in the box, or shoved it back in the bag, and I was like, and she was like, okay, I'm sorry, and I was like, it's fine. And she's like, good luck, and I was like, don't fucking say that. Like you literally almost.
Okay, the answer's gonna be yes. Like it's
Yeah.
I don't need luck.
So yeah, like I brought her to the fountain, and then I had my cousins come by with a video camera and stuff, so we have it on video.
Did she know that your cousins were there?
No. I just told them to like show up because
Okay.
they lived in Riverside, which is like equal distance from where they lived in comparison to where I lived. Like Disneyland is like the middle ground for where my cousins were living. So they showed up and I proposed. There was like this whole crowd there was like a ring of people. It was really nice. I was really nervous. I've never been more nervous in my life. But she said yes, and it was like the perfect moment.
Obviously, she said
obviously she said yes.
She said no,
she
and then I
said
proposed
no.
like a month later
No.
at the exact same spot with the exact same situation.
Yeah, exactly. And our first date was to Disneyland because we both had Disney passes.
Love that.
Yeah, it was during the Diamond Celebration. So
Feeling that perpetual singleness right now.
yeah, it was the Diamond Celebration when we first started going, and then now we're gonna go to Disney World for hopefully our honeymoon.
Have
For
fun in
like
Florida.
10
I
days.
love
I'll be
that.
gone for like a month. Don't call me. Don't text me.
We're gonna crash and burn without you.
No, you guys will be fine. You guys will be absolutely fantastical.
Oh man, I love that. So, that's so cute. I definitely
So
know I'm
cute.
not gonna get proposed to in Disneyland. My boyfriend doesn't care. I mean, he's in the picture. He's
Right,
there. We weren't dating at the time. We were friends, but I think he still kind of like had a thing for me then. So like, I said like, we're all going. You're coming too, and he's like, yeah. But now he's just like, I don't care. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I have you now. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not gonna get proposed to. But that sounds like a fucking
Yeah.
dream. That's so
Does
cute.
your boyfriend
I love
listen
that.
to this?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I don't need to be proposed to in Disneyland, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean-
it's not a special share
Mhm.
thing like it is for y'all.
Mhm.
And I just, you and your fiance so cute. I saw your little,
Oh yeah, the little
TikTok.
the Halloween
bridesmaids.
Oh
TikTok,
yeah, for
So
bridesmaids.
cute.
Oh god, our friends were
Adorable.
over for Halloween, and we like shot, like they helped us shoot that.
Mhm.
And like she was like, no, let's just do it all in one take. It's like, no, it's not gonna work. Like we need to make
No.
it cinematic. Like
the angles.
And she's like, "You're making this complicated." And I was like, "I do this literally every day." Like, just listen, we got this. We were laughing the whole time. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, that's our woke agenda episode on the topic of Disney. Obviously, I'm super invested in Disney, more than I ever give off on TikTok. But
you are a Disney adult.
oh yeah, no, absolutely. I I don't talk about it ever, but it's a huge part of my life. It's literally my entire identity. And I'm very sad I can't go to the parks right now. That's a very first world privilege problem. I'm never saying that again. I can't go to Disneyland today. It sucks.
Stupid.
But yeah, like, did you guys any final thoughts? Any last words you didn't get to say? In
Hey,
honor,
Disney, want to sponsor us?
Do better.
Disney do better. Disney
Hire
sponsor
I know.
us.
Do you want to sponsor us?
Hire us.
You
Sponsor
own
us.
half of our souls. Most
Yeah.
of our souls, probably.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
they just own about like my complete soul by this point.
100% they won't
Yep.
own mine because they sold Power Rangers, and there's no way that Nickelodeon or whoever owns it now is like, oh, we're definitely never gonna let this go.
Does Nickelodeon still have the rights?
I don't know if it's Nickelodeon or like some other. I don't know if Saban. It's weird. Okay, like, it's weird how the Power Rangers works. I don't really get it. But yeah, like,
We'll have a Power Rangers episode.
don't do that to me. We are the Voices of Atlas. I am Super Nikender. You can find me on Instagram, Super Nikender, and on TikTok as Amazing Nikender. I do a lot of comic talk. I guess I'll do Disney stuff now, if that's relevant. Maybe. I mean, you guys see how excited I was about this, so maybe I'll start doing that. Laiba.
I am Laiba Hazara on Instagram and Mixed and Anxious on TikTok. I post about whatever. I haven't been posting about the Eternals because spoilers scare me, but I am working on it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Again, we're cursed till Friday and Saturday, so till the weekend. But we'll make
Yeah.
content. And Victoria.
Yes, I'm Victoria. You can find me everywhere at Victoria Organa. I post about Marvel, Disney, whatever I feel like, really.
Yeah.
And apparently hair transformation videos because I just cut my hair. But that should be fun.
It always
I don't know.
it always impresses me how much preparation you make for those videos, because I'm like, I cannot have that much foresight in doing that.
I take the effort. I wanted to cut my hair. It was at Monday night. I ended up doing it on Tuesday night because it was just like, oh, I need to find some audios and prep for this because this is an event. And TikTok is a slut for TikTok's a slut for hair videos. But I was like, Shaylo,
Yeah.
you got some good audio. You put some good effort into that one. I'll help make it a trend for you.
And Johnny.
I am the Marvelous Johnny. Y'all can find me on the TikTok and the Instagram. We're on TikTok right now. I'm just breaking down stuff for Eternals. After it comes out, I'll do more in-depth things in regards to the movie. I have a lot to say about the movie, honestly, but I'm not going to, because not until Saturday at least, probably. And trying to diversify outside of Marvel, but we'll figure out what I can do. I'm thinking of leaning into Doctor Who lately. So.
Yeah, do it. Who talk?
Do some Monster Sync content.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like, Twilight TikTok is happening for me for some reason. Everyone just started talking about it. Yeah, it's been like having a resurgence. I literally have a video on my drafts. I was like, why the fuck are all of these old fandoms?
I blame the whole House of Geeks thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Twilight TikTok's been a thing for the last year, but like it's been resurging. But Kristen Stewart did an interview recently. She's just like, yeah, it's like, it's great. Those movies like mean a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like the Twilight account retweeted. They're like, Kristen Stewart's talking about us.
That must mean we gotta keep talking about it.
They haven't stopped either.
Yeah, but we are the Voices of Atlas. Voices of Atlas. Remember to stay woke with our agenda every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 10 p.m. Mountain Time.
No.
10:30. 7:30.
An hour ahead of us, Nick.
Right,
That's
7:30 Mountain Time.
I think
Almost
10
got it.
is like what Newfoundland. I don't know.
I don't think it's anybody
the
relevant
Maritimes
who's
has
listening to this
Maritimes
podcast.
Maritimes half an hour difference.
Yeah.
Anything north of Canada is just
Yeah, but catch us next week. We'll be talking about the Eternals. We will be giving our full review, and we'll discuss it like we usually do. And if you catch this episode on Apple Podcasts, remember to leave a review, what you like, what you don't like. If you love us, you hate us, whatever. We love to hear your feedback, just what you know, just to know what you like about the show and what we can do to improve it.
We still have yet to see any reviews for the spicy noodle video, by the way, guys. Please.
Oh yeah, go listen to that. That was so much fun. We're gonna do it again because
I couldn't stop laughing while listening to it. Honestly,
it's so good. All right, but thank you guys again for coming to listen to us at the Voices of Atlas. We will see you next week. Have a good night. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.